Welcome to the final video in this series, making a Frogger with Godot. This video will be quite short and sweet. It's following along actually from the previous one where I mentioned at the end that I was going to take another look at the game, the arcade version anyway, and see if I could balance things up a little bit better. So I've gone back to the wonderful old classic retro gaming channel to have a look at the playthrough of the arcade version here, and about 5 minutes through the game here. I've noticed that actually the amounts of items in the lanes and things change as you play through the different levels. We don't have that in ours. We also don't have the crocodile or anything like that, but I've deliberately ignored those for this particular series. What I've tried to do is actually measure, literally with a stopwatch in my hand, and also the pixels and things here, how fast everything is going, and also how much we have of each of the particular items. And then I tried to come up with a sort of more balanced gameplay in the top section here. The bottom section actually was pretty much as is, so that's okay. So what I came up with is what you can see actually on the screen here. So we've got the 2 medium logs in this lane. We've now got 8 lily pads in 4 groups of 2 in this one here. And we've got 9 lily pads in this one in 3 groups of 3 here. Then we've got the 3 small logs here and 1 big log here. Now on the early levels, there are actually 2 big logs in here, but it makes it a little bit too easy, I think, so I left it with the 1 big log. And whilst I'm looking at this, one thing I do notice is that the collision shape of this one here is really, really thin. Yours probably isn't. Don't worry about that. That's just me, as I said a few times, messing around in between recordings when I was playing around with various bits of logic and stuff like that. In fact, the height of the collision shape on the items that we land on in this section here is kind of irrelevant, so long as there is a collision shape so we can detect it. It's the width that's the really important thing. So what did I come up with in terms of speeds with a bit of stopwatch then? So let's have a look at the top lane here. So in the end I had a speed of 106, direction 1. Then for the next lane, for these lily pads, it was a lot slower actually. The speed was 70, direction -1. Then I think the big log is the same, yeah, it's 106, so it's definitely the same as the first lane at the top here. So that's going at 106, again, direction 1. Then we've got these logs here, which are also directions 1, and they're really slow actually, so they're 42 is what I came up with. And finally, the lily pads down here are really quick, and they're 202, so there was quite a few changes there. The other change also, the lily pads themselves, I noticed after looking at them on the arcade version, that the submerge times are actually really short. And I went back to the root scene actually and changed that to 0.3 and the floating time to around 2 seconds. And that made it much more playable as well. If you watch the arcade version, they disappear and almost reappear straight away. So going back to the level, that made things, just with those tweaks there with the speeds and things and the items here, a lot more playable. If I go ahead and run the game, should be able to see it's quite a bit more playable at the top now. Yeah, indeed it is. It's a lot easier to reach these logs. And if I remember correctly, yeah, the big log should catch these up so that you do get the opportunity to get onto the middle and then into one of the bases later on, with the lily pads appearing much faster as well. Yeah, it's just simply more playable. All right then, so I'll close that down, close down the output. And that brings us rather sadly to the end of this Frogger series with Godot. So I hope you enjoyed that series, whether you're new to Godot or you're experienced with Godot, maybe there was something in there new for you that you've learned. Main thing is you enjoyed it anyway. I really enjoyed making it. Thanks so much for sticking along, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Stay tuned for more.